A very wonderful evening to you, our dear listeners. This is Obinwannem News Hour. I am your regular host, Nwakama Onyuchi. The first headline for this evening: explain how you got access to Kanu without permission from DSS. Ejiofor Orji Kalu. The indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, lead counsel Ifeanyi Ejiofor on Saturday alleged that the operatives of the Director of Security Services (DSS) delayed the IPOB's lawyers from seeing the IPOB leader Nnamdi Kanu, just for the former governor of Abia State, Orji Kalu, to have suspected private meeting with him. The IPOB's lawyer disclosed this in a statement obtained by Vanguard in Owerri. He said it was the genesis of the war of words that has been on between the former governor and the IPOB's legal team. On how the name of the former governor entered into the visitors list to DSS headquarters, he told Vanguard that at about 11 a.m. on the 29th of November 2021, he received a phone call from a reliable source. The latter informed him that a certain Orji Kalu expressed a desire to see his client, Onyindu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Ejiofor, however, urged the Abia ex-governor Orji Kalu to explain how he was cleared to gain access to Kanu when the DSS informed the lawyers that he would not be allowed access to see Nnamdi Kanu due to his impromptu arrival. The second headline: road crash in Ilorin, 2 victims rescued by Kwara Fire Service boss. The director of Kwara State Fire Service, Prince Falade John Olumuyiwa, on Friday rescued 2 persons involved in a road crash. The incident occurred at about 19:47 hours at CBN Quarters Junction along Pipeline area in Ilorin, the Kwara State capital. Falade said he met them helpless on the road with blood seriously gushing out from their bodies. Then he stopped and took them to Olaolu Hospital. One of the newly Skytic Hilux vans purchased by Governor Abdulrahman Abdulrazak for the fire brigade was used to convey the victims to the hospital, according to a statement by the head of media of the fire brigade, Hassan Adekunle, in Ilorin on Saturday. The director urged residents to promote good driving methods in the state and stop wasting lives on the roads. Heavy rocket explodes in Borno, 1 injured, building destroyed. That's the next headline. Heavy rocket explodes in Borno, 1 injured, building destroyed. Rockets hit Maiduguri this morning. An infant was injured following the explosion. It was suspected to have been fired by Islamic State for West African province, ISWAP. Residents of 1,000 housing estates along the Maiduguri-Damaturu Road said an infant was injured, but no loss of life. The rocket fell close to a mosque. Speaking to journalists this morning, Baba Goni Umar, a resident of 1,000 housing estate, said the explosion hit his neighbor's house, but fortunately they were not at home. Also, reports from Gomari Ward show that the explosion fell near a mosque and also destroyed some houses, but there was no casualty. A resident of the area who spoke to journalists said the military just left the area. IPOB vows to hold Orji Kalu responsible if any tragic befalls Kanu in DSS, says visit suspicious. That's the next headline. The indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, on Saturday vowed to hold Orji Kalu, Senate Chief Whip, responsible if anything happens to its leader, Nnamdi Kanu. IPOB lamented that Kalu's unsolicited visit to Kanu while in detention was worrisome, adding that the purpose of his visit was suspicious. Ima Powerful, spokesman of IPOB, in a statement, said the mission of the former governor of Abia State is unknown and suspicious. The separatist group also vowed to hold the Department of State Services (DSM) responsible for any harm on Kanu. IPOB wondered why Kalu would be allowed access to its leader despite court ruling. Suspected jihadists kill 30 in central Mali. That's the next headline for this evening. Suspected jihadists kill 30 in central Mali. Suspected jihadists killed at least 30 civilians in an attack on a passenger vehicle in central Mali, Volotai, Mopti, local officials said on Saturday. Obinwannem News gathered that the passengers were sprayed with bullets and the vehicle was touched during an attack by terrorists near the town of Bandiagara on Friday. An elected official in Bandiagara confirmed the death toll, saying the victims included women and children. The attack has not been claimed by any of the numerous armed groups active in the West African country. Gambia's elects first president after Jama-era. That's the next headline. Gambians on Saturday cast their ballots to elect their next president in a highly anticipated vote seen as a test of the country's democratic transition. With voters using a unique voting system, marbles dropped in each candidate's ballot drum in a tightly fought presidential election that would test stability and democratic progress. It is Gambia's first democratic election since former President Yahya Jammeh was voted out of office in 2016. Jammeh, who was defeated by an opposition coalition that backed current President Adama Barrow, fled to Equatorial Guinea in 2017 after refusing to accept defeat. Nearly 1 million people out of 2.5 million population are registered to vote in mainland Africa's smallest country. Turnout is expected to be high according to the Independent Electoral Commission. We move to sports. It's painful to watch you, Campbell hits out at Arsenal star. Former Arsenal striker Kevin Campbell has hit out at the club's captain, Pierre-Emerick, following his display for the Ghana in their 3-2 defeat to Manchester United. Campbell said it is painful to watch Aubameyang, adding that the Gabonese international can stick it away. He said this ahead of Arsenal's Premier League clash with Everton on Monday. Aubameyang has failed to score a goal in Arsenal's last 5 games. The former Dortmund star missed key chances as he rarely threatened Man United's defenders at Old Trafford. The next sports headline: Rangnick reveals what Cristiano Ronaldo, other Man United players should expect from him. Manchester United manager Ralf Rangnick has revealed that his players, including Cristiano Ronaldo, should expect mental training from him ahead of their Premier League clash with Crystal Palace on Sunday. Rangnick said this on Friday during his pre-match press conference ahead of the Crystal Palace clash. Man United head to the game following a 3-2 win over Arsenal in their last fixture on Thursday. When asked what can Man United players expect from him, Rangnick told reporters, "I hope not, but of course, with that few training sessions and even tomorrow, I cannot do a lot with the players that played yesterday because I need to make sure that they have enough power and fuel in the tanks for the game on Sunday. So physically, we cannot really train. So the only way to help them and to give them an input is mentally, obviously, with regard to energy." Manchester United in shock move for Chelsea target after Rangnick's arrival. Manchester United is set for a shock move for Chelsea target Jules Koundé following the arrival of Ralf Rangnick as the Red Devils interim manager. Super Deport reports that Manchester United are well placed to make a swoop for the highly rated Sevilla defender. The report added that Sevilla are already on the hunt for a replacement for Koundé. Koundé is considered as one of the most promising young defenders in the world and has attracted interest from several top clubs, including Chelsea, in the past. The 23-year-old wanted to move to Chelsea last summer with the Champions League holders keen to do a deal for him. Chelsea initially believed they had reached an agreement over Conde's fee, only for Sevilla to raise their asking price, a figure which the Stamford Bridge club refused to match. The next headline for sports: why Lionel Messi is not world's greatest player of all time, Rivaldo. Barcelona icon Rivaldo has insisted that Paris Saint-Germain's Lionel Messi is not the world's greatest player of all time because he is yet to win a World Cup with Argentina national team. Rivaldo, who is Barcelona's sixth top goal scorer of all time, believes Messi is beyond football legend Pelé in the world's greatest player top 3 rankings. The former Brazilian international also said that Messi deserved his record 7 Ballon d'Or. However, France Football had named Messi as the winner of this year's Ballon d'Or award ahead of Bayern Munich striker Robert Lewandowski and Chelsea midfielder Jorginho. Rivaldo said Messi would be remembered as one of the best players ever, but it is tough to say he's already the best as he's still chasing a World Cup title with Argentina. And that wraps up the news. Thank you for staying tuned to us, for listening to us today. This news report was written by Obinwannem news reporter Ijoma Njoku. I remember your regular host Kanu. Always stay safe.